What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. This is for entertainment purposes only, and if you're new here, I'm a new trader. I've only been trading for about 2 years now, going on year number 3, but I've only been trading Forex for 1 year. And basically I'm sharing my journey, you know, trying to figure this out as just a working class individual. How do we come in here and make some money so we don't have to, you know, work as much, or at least have a second source of income maybe one day, if we can get this down. And the head and shoulders pattern, just FYI, is a freaking beautiful thing. Absolutely beautiful. I was able to make $350 last night just off of a 1 hour chart, head and shoulders pattern. I saw it, I'm like, yeah, I'm in. Boom! It's like, yes! Yes! That's what I'm talking about. Just recognizing patterns, it just makes it so much easier for you when you're like, hey, I've seen that before. I know what happens usually. It breaks to the downside. Cool, I'm gonna go for it. Hey, it broke to the downside, yes! But anyways, I have some new retirement stocks that I'm in. And I'll go over those. And there's I don't know if I'm ready for the Bitcoin. I need some more money first, but let's start with the DXY, the US dollar. What am I doing? Why do I always do that? It broke to the downside. Finally, we had a resistance area up here. We hit it twice. Ascending channel, broke to the downside like they normally do, came up for a retest, and now it's starting to move. Finally, it's been so slow. The last week and a half has been just crawling, just a little up, little down, little up, little down, little up, little down. It's like, what is going on here? It's all robots trading. But we actually got some movement. So what is Fauci saying? Fauci's saying that they're going to raise rates 3 times this year. And some people like Goldman Sachs, they're thinking 4. And then there's other people that think they're full of shit, that they're not going to do anything. So we really don't know. You know, we can make a guess of what we think's going to happen this year. We can kind of make a prediction, but I see nobody knows for sure, except for the Fed and you know, some of the corrupt at the top, like Pelosi. Yeah, she outperformed the stock market. Outperformed the stock market. I mean, she must be a damn good trader. Probably not. It's probably she just trading the stocks that she regulates. I don't understand how this is being allowed, and people keep voting for them. It's gross. But anyways, I would just follow whatever Pelosi trades, you trade. And I was actually considering doing that, like getting into Google, Roblox. She's got call options on these, so she obviously thinks these are going up. And actually, Roblox looks like it's in prime territory. Ooh. Yep. I might be getting in this tomorrow, but we'll go to the stocks in a second. So US dollar. You know, I'm thinking personally, it looks like this is this monthly level here. This pretty big monthly level of support there. And I've been adding trend lines onto my charts because I think it helps paint a picture. I know the mentor doesn't like them, but I do. I'm kind of digging them. I like. Plus, it helps you identify patterns. So we've got this wedge that we've been in. for quite some time. And you can see we kind of hit the top, came down, hit the bottom, came up, hit the top, came down, hit the bottom, and now we're heading up. So more than likely, especially with what the Fed's saying, raising rates, interest hikes, that's going to put upwards pressure on the dollar, downwards pressure on the stock market, so we want to be safe in the stock market. So this will probably retrace back down into, I'm thinking, this level of support. Grab some more buyers, and then possibly up for the rest of the year. For the rest of the year up. So that once this thing gets done retracing, I'm going to be looking heavily into some U.S. long positions and potentially just hold them for the entire year. You know, it might start off small and then kind of scale in, add in as we go. I'm seeing that's the better option because my over-risking was the biggest part of my downfall. You know, I made a bunch of money and then lost it all because I was over-risking. And and I get some trades, and you'll see, some trades I think are worth more risk, and other ones I think are not worth more risk. Like, you kind of have to decide. But some people just do the same amount no matter what. Just 0.5% or whatever of your account. So, let's see. So, USD CAD. Definitely be watching this for some moves to the upside, and USD Mexican. So USD Mexican peso, you can see DXY, I mean, sold off hard. So shouldn't USD Mexican sell off hard? No, it didn't. So I think this is just gonna kind of trickle its way down to, you know, somewhere in here. It's gonna trickle its way down until the US dollar looks bullish again, and this thing is gonna start going up. So I'm gonna start adding into this smaller amounts. And here's the great thing. So 5,000 units, that's like $500. If we put that there, the stop loss is way down here. I mean, we have tons of room, like more than enough room for drawdown. And this isn't actually where I'm gonna set my stop. I just put this for an example. But if I put it here, and actually it should be it should be like, I don't know, 10 pips below this low is where actually I'm gonna be putting my stop. But even if I put it way down here, it's $108 that I'm risking. That's nothing. And then the target is this high that we had. Obviously that might take, you know, it might take all year and a little bit to reach it. And that's fine. That's fine. But if we reach that, we're looking at, you know, like $1,300. That's a definite, I mean, that's 16, almost 17% on your money. That's how I need to be thinking, not like get rich quick, just slow growth. Slow growth. There's going to be a few, you know, good ones here and there, but alrighty, Euro NZD. What the hell? Oh, God. Look at this. This right here read $160 like 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, and the spread changed to 55 to 3. And it just like takes all that money, and it always seems to happen around 5 o'clock. But and here's something I found out the hard way. When that spread changes, if your stop loss is too close, price doesn't actually even have to hit your stop loss to stop you out. When that spread changes, it gets dangerous. I've been stopped out and price didn't even come close to my stop before because I was over risking, obviously, but oh, there it goes. So as this starts, it'll start to come back down. Like, it'll get back down to like the 4 to 4 or 4 to 8 or whatever. And it will start, even if price isn't moving, it just becomes worth more all of a sudden. I don't know. It's crazy. But Euro NZD, we're still in this. Head and shoulders. Yes. And I see that this is the thing you want to do for these longer term trades is build your, you need to build your argument and have your target and have it all laid out. So this is definitely a huge area of resistance, and I kind of just look at price to see how has it been acting. We hit this trend, it came up, made a high, came back down, hit the same trend line, kind of went up, made a high, and now it's working its way back down. Here's the trend line. This definitely looks bearish. Oh, that's a very bearish yearly candle. And that's actually the trend that we're in. We've been in a downtrend. So it has not ended yet. We have no swing breaks on the monthly, no bullish swing breaks or bullish rotations. We're still making lower lows and lower highs. So until proven otherwise, we're still in a downtrend. So my target is one of these two monthly levels, either this one or this one. Because if you look and you kind of gauge, if this thing just keeps coming down, where is it going to hit? So it could be one of those two, but I may take partial profits at this level. Not sure yet. We're going to see. Which is pretty close to this level, but yeah, I'm going to let that one marinate. Yep, see, it's going back up already. Back up to 114. We're at 31 to 7 now. Nice. Okay. And here is some craziness, man. This head and shoulders pattern is such a beautiful thing. Check this out. So GBP, Swiss franc, made this nice big move up. Yearly chart. This looks bearish as all hell, man. Like, this is like USD Mexican in reverse. Just been going down. Here's the COVID candle. We pushed down and then went up. And we hit this, here's a little trend. A shorter term trend that we've been in. Hitting highs. And we're very, very close to that. But we have this monthly trend as well that we've been hitting. So, it looks like it hit, kind of hit support, came up, hit it again, came down, found support somewhere, came up, hit it again, came all the way down, found support somewhere, came back up, hit it again, and now it's heading down. We just broke. This is I would say this is a pretty significant area of support that we just broke. Now resistance. We were at, I don't think it stopped there. There's another level of resistance above that where it actually hit. But you can see this is like a Maribuzu, like super strong bullish candle. And then Doji? Is that a Doji? I always forget. Forget the dang names sometimes. Oh, is that a Doge? It's very, very close. No, that's more of a spinning top. Either way. Or morning star or night star, whatever the hell. But I knew that was a sign. Hey, something's going on here. So I went and, you know, I'm taking what I've been learning. And in some cases I just scale it down. So I'm like, okay, well, resistance area. We've got a daily pattern, or I mean a daily candle action from an area of resistance. So now let me go down a bunch of time frames. So I actually went down to the 1 hour. And look at this. Shoulder, head, shoulder. I saw this. I saw this. I saw we came down and breached this low. It was working its way back up. I had my order sitting somewhere here. Came up, took me in last night while I was sleeping, and then today it went boom. Yes. I was up like $350 there. It started pushing up, and I decided to just take it. I got out because I took a loss on another trade, and I wanted to kind of even the score. I lost 200 on the other trade, but I gained 300 on this one, so I'm still up a little bit. But I put big risk on this because I could. It was the 1 hour time frame. You know, I was able to put down 50,000 units, which was over $1,000, and have my stop super tight. I was only risking like $60, and this thing went boom, $350. Like, if I had taken it at that point, but $300 take, not bad. I still think this is still bearish, but could this try to keep pushing up? It could. So I figure I'm going to lessen the risk now, so I'm okay with it. And let's see, I found, you know, that major area of resistance, and you can see on the hourly time frame we breached that support now resistance area. And I'm thinking tonight it's going to work its way back up into this area and hopefully continue down. That would be beautiful. Stop back there. As you can see, we're pretty close. We're pretty close to that trend that we've been sticking to. So yeah, we're gonna let this go. Aussie NZD. Let's go back to daily. So this we have shoulder, head, and I don't know if it's gonna hold. You know, we breached the low, but this is where it gets scary sometimes. You're like, oh, is it gonna hold? So far, let's zoom in. Here's the head. Here's the head swing. Yep, it's close, but we have not breached. We have not breached that level. Wait, hold the phone. So, learning opportunity or a potential learning opportunity. Something crazy just happened, and I want to mention it, and then we can see what happens. And also, Euro NZD is back up to $167, and it hasn't moved. It's in the same spot. But you see this wick from hell? It happened in a split second. Just this huge wick out of nowhere. So I was probably almost at break even there, or even in the negative because of the spread. So yeah, this thing just shut up. We didn't break any highs, so not a concern. But now let's go over to where is it? Aussie, New Zealand. Stopped out. We had shoulder, head. See, this wick kind of I think maybe this wick was a little trickery here because it looks like a Head and Shoulders, but maybe it's not. We did come down and breach this low, so we have a swing break here to the downside, and then we have this demon wick from hell here, which breached everything. And usually, you know, you can tell when they're just trying to stop people out, because they'll shoot it up like usually like five pips above the last high, and it will just stop people out, grab liquidity, and then it will move. But that's a clear violation. That's a clear violation. So I'm interested to see, was this a stop out and this thing goes flying down, or is this a sign, because it breached so much, is this a sign that it's going up? And also, I kind of had this in the back of my mind. I knew this could have been, it was a 50-50. Because I do think that this is going to try to at least come up and hit this trend line, and I should be shorting from there. Plus, this weekly bearish candle did not start and close below that 50% mark. So yeah, that's not the best of bearish candles. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Aussie CAD, here's where I took the loss because I was not okay with the risk. So I got in. My original position was set at this low here. Yes. My original position was set at this first monthly level. It didn't stop there. It breached and it went down to this second monthly level, and actually went a little bit further down than that and then started going up. So I got stopped out to the pip. Like to the pip. My stop was right here. And then it started going up. I'm like, son of a gun. Like, you gotta be kidding me. But this is one of those things. I was over risking. The mentor was going for this. I'm like, okay, well, let's go for this. He says this is good. Let's go for it. Stop below this low, but if this had come down to there, that would have been a $600 loss for me, and I was not cool with it. Over risking, not good. I want to get rich quick, but so does everybody else. It's not gonna work. Swiss Frankie JPY. So this is cup and handle. This is a bullish pattern. So as soon as I saw a little bullish momentum, I jumped in. I just jumped in. Because this cup and handle, you get the cup, you get the handle, and then usually, from what I understand, you put line across top of cup. So I think for sure this is going to come up and hit this trend line, at least, at very minimum, because that's what the whole pattern is. You get the cup, the handle, and then if you breach this level, breakout. Breakout. So I threw some down here, and I'm going to at least ride it to here. And I'll probably take it, and then I'll see if we get a breach of this level, and then retest. I'll be back in. And we'll ride that up. So let's, and I'm waiting on, there's a few of the JPY pairs that I'm really interested in getting in these, but we've got a swing break. I think these are going to come down a bit. And I'm going to be trying to long these from like down here all day. I mean, yeah, those are going up. So the Bitcoins popped, and like in the nick of time, like to the pip too. I mean, this is crazy. You have shoulder, head, shoulder. If you had breached this low, if this level did not hold, it was not going to be pretty for Bitcoin. Because you measure that move to the downside, whew, ugly. So it looks like it held. Things are looking up, and we'll see. I don't know. I think it's a little bit early for me. I think I'm going to stay out of the Bitcoin for now. But we'll see how it goes. And the stocks, MetLife is still killing it. MetLife is doing kick ass, dude. And Goldman Sachs is doing pretty good, only because I've had it for a long time. It's not doing as well as MetLife lately. But Goldman Sachs has done pretty good for the portfolio. So I've been looking into some other stocks to put in the retirement portfolio that would be safe for 2022. And I want a little risk. So I went with GLDG, Gold Mining Inc. Yearly chart, higher highs, higher lows. Looks good. You know, this monthly chart looks very good. Here we are. We just started this turn. Big bullish pop. Like, even from where we're at, I got in today. I think I got in at $1.70 or somewhere around there. Even from here, you know, I've heard predictions that this could hit $4 to $6 in the coming years. But even if we get back to like this high of $3, you know, you can still pretty much, and I'm sure it's going to go and make another higher high. So you're looking at least double whatever you put in there. So I threw $1,000 in there, and we'll see. We'll see. And FAS, Financial Bull Shares. So this is a triple leverage financial ETF. So basically, if this goes up 1%, you get 3% that day. If it goes down 1%, you lose 3% that day. So this is triple leverage financials. So I think the financial stocks should do well during inflation and interest hikes. And if the stock market shits itself, these are going to take a beating too, but they're not going to be as bad as everything else, like tech stocks and that stuff's going to take a hammering. These are also, I don't know about FAS, but MetLife and Goldman Sachs, they are dividend paying stocks. So you get a dividend payment every quarter or half, whatever they do, and that kind of entices people to stay. Don't just go crazy, like just buy and hold. Buy and hold. And then we could always just follow what the corrupt pterodactyl Nancy Pelosi's doing. And she's got call options on Google, Roblox, and I gotta find the other companies that she's got call options on, but Roblox, this is looking very good at the moment. I wish I saw this earlier. Shit, $89 too, huh? Yeah. I think I'm gonna get in this. Look at this. Last earnings, it exploded. Yeah, this is looking good. Anyways, guys, that's it for this one. Make sure you subscribe, thumbs it up. And there's my phone. See you later.